So when initially turning on the kettle, this filter system needs to be on, lights on, oil system master on, warmer off, sweep always on, kettle motor on, kettle heat on. Self-explanatory.
So we look for
Pull
this
back.
black mark. That's 52. That's 32. Right.
All right. So measurements.
Deep fold.
3 fold over, just like a little heaping.
Okay. You're doing caramel.
Caramel. Yep. Try and break up any sugar clumps.
Okay.
They won't dissolve in the popper as well.
Oh, okay.
So 3. Brown sugar.
This is a small one.
2 scoops like that, not quite full scoops.
Okay. Oh, not 2.5.
Oh, 2.5. I'm sorry, 2.5.
Yep.
It's been 10 months.
Yep. Okay. Or you can use a half cup. Yep.
Just like that.
Okay. Oil.
We'll go up, hit the oil. Watch the oil go in. Make sure that it doesn't start sputtering. If it does start sputtering, you can pull out the bag and tilt it down to make sure that it's getting enough oil.
Oh, okay. If it does start.
Then you're not wasting any oil left in the bag.
Oh, okay.
So that's just a little hack if it's starting to get low. You'll add your corn,
That's it.
and then you'll wait for it to sizzle.
Okay.
In caramel kettle, brown sugar gives it its color. Caramel kettle mix is what causes it to burn. So you won't use a full half cup.
Oh,
You want to use a little less. Same with the brown sugar.
little less than a half a cup.
Little less than a half a cup. Yep. And then as you add these into the popper, I like to have them a little mixed to begin with. So you could just pour them in here or get another cup this size and like alternate as you're going. But it does help the popper mix them if these are a little bit mixed.
I see.
Begin. And now we'll wait.
Good. Can we check inside how many?
So right now it's sizzling a little bit, but you really want to make sure that it's super hot in there so it can dissolve the sugar.
Okay, so
we start adding.
right now we turn off the lid again.
Yep. So keep the lid closed if you're not using it, and then really just use your ears and eyes. Hi guys. All right. So if you look inside, it looks like the oil is almost boiling. And I don't know if you can hear on the recording, but it is sizzling pretty loud at this point. So we're gonna take our mixed sugar and slowly add it in here, little by
That's it.
little.
Okay, little by little.
Look inside when it starts to get a little foamy and the sugar looks like it's starting to dissolve. You can add more.
Okay, do we cover the lid or?
When I'm adding the sugar, I usually don't, just because it's like a few
Okay.
seconds in between each one.
Okay. A few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not necessarily something to count to. It's more of a looks thing. Once all the sugar in there looks dissolved, you'll keep adding. Try not to wait until it's already popping to add the sugar, or you could hit a kernel to the eye. But yeah, it's a lot of sugar going in there because it's such a big kettle.
Correct.
That it's good to let it melt a little bit.
That's pretty much it.
Caramel kettle gets the foamiest out of all of them. The foam is a good sign, so embrace the foam. So now that we have all the sugar in, we'll close it, keep that heat retained, and wait. It gets really foamy. That's what it should look like once you have all of your sugar in there and it's dissolved properly. So as it's becoming ready to pop, gets a little bit more foamy. The foam will continue to rise. That's okay, don't panic, don't dump it. So it's starting to pop. You're not going to turn off the heat. You're not going to wait to turn off the heat until it beeps, but you're also not going to turn it off until it's a good like full-bodied pop. If you peek in, be careful when you peek in. The kernels should be popped fully to about half to 3/4 of the kettle before you turn off the kettle. When you turn it off, make sure you're only turning off the kettle heat, not the kettle motor. If you turn off the kettle motor, it'll go. So caramel, it does pop the hottest. Sometimes it does beep early. If it does, you want to catch that within like 10 to 15 seconds and just turn it off. Any of the other sweets will not beep. It'll wait too long to beep and that'll cause it to burn. Caramel's the only sweet that will beep and you need to turn it off right when it does. As it gets this steady pop and starts pushing up the lid, we'll just open the lid and give it some help. So this way you're still adding enough brown sugar to give it the traditional caramel kettle color. Caramel kettle is naturally lighter than caramel bliss, so it will look a little bit lighter like this, but that is correct. Something important about your sweet flavors is they should be shiny. If they come out matte, they're burnt. All sweet flavors should be shiny. Only exception, I'd say, is cinnamon. That one is matte because of the nature of it. Super covered pieces will be shiny when they initially pop though, so that's a good way to tell. This isn't necessary, but you can kind of help these last few bits come out. As it slows down like this, you just go ahead and give it a dump. Tap it all out. And then if you look in the bottom, that's how your kettle should look afterward. Nice and clean.
Yep.
If there are any extra pieces in there, you'll use your scoop and just kind of try and get anything else out. Once it dumps, you need to stir it right away. Any burnt pieces you can take out. But you want to stir it right away to keep from any kernels sticking to the popcorn. Watch your arm and your elbow so you don't hit it on here. Should be wearing a glove. I get nervous on camera. But yeah, you'll just stir it. Make sure that you're getting all of these seeds into the bottom. If you have a big clump of seeds like this, feel free to just toss them.
Yep.